Physiology, biomechanics and sports. Chapter we are going to study meaning and importance of kinesiology and biomechanics in physics and sports. Concept of musculoskeletal system. Joints. Articulation of bones, neck, shoulder, elbow, hip and knees. Major muscles around the joints, neck, shoulder, elbow, hip and knees. Levers and its types and its application in sports. Equilibrium, dynamic and static, and center of gravity and its application in sports, and recapitulation. Education as a subject was introduced in the 18th century. In the beginning, schools focused on hygiene training and development of the human body. Nowadays, physical education teachers, coaches are concerned with the advanced sports skills. Teachers are working to improve the performance of students in various games. They can improve if they have adequate knowledge of kinesiology and biomechanics. In this chapter, we will study how biomechanics and kinesiology relate to motor skills and movement patterns. Importance of kinesiology and biomechanics in physical education and sports. Kinesiology. It is derived from the Greek word kinesis, which means movement, and logia, which means study. Thus, kinesiology is the scientific study of human or non-human body movement. It addresses physiological, biomechanical, and psychological and mechanisms of movement. Of kinesiology in physical education and sports. It helps to detect the various inequalities in our body. It helps to get rid of the back and neck pains. It helps to identify the food sensitivities of our body. Anxiety can be cured with the help of kinesiology. It helps in the treatment of digestive problems, knee pain, allergies, osteoarthritis, etc. It also aids in treating stuttering, clumsiness in children, etc. Of biomechanics. The term biomechanics is a combination of two words, that is, bio and mechanics. Thus, it is the branch of science which deals with the forces related to body movements. Biomechanics is defined as the systematic study of the mechanics of body joints. According to R. Bartlett, the study and analysis of human movement patterns in sports is called biomechanics. Of biomechanics in physical education and sports. Biomechanics assist in improvements in sport technique. It helps in the development of sports equipment. It helps in improving performance of sportsperson. It helps in promoting the safety of sportspersons. In short, biomechanics is significant in improving sports performance, technique, reducing risk of injury and safety. Let's study a system that provides support, stability and movement to the body in the next slides. Of musculoskeletal system. It is an organ system that gives humans the ability to move using their muscular and skeletal systems. It is made up of bones, muscles, joints, cartilages, tendons, and ligaments, all of that provide support, protection, and movement of the body. It is also known as the locomotor system and previously the activity system. It is made up of hard and soft tissues. Skeletal describes how bones are connected to other bones and muscle fibers. The bones provide stability to the body. Muscles bond to move the bone attached at the joint. Any issues and injuries related to musculoskeletal system are usually handled by a physiatrist or an orthopedic surgeon. Articulation of bones, neck, shoulder, elbow, hip and knees. Joints are structures that connect individual bones and may allow bones to move. Let's study some of the joints in the human body in next slides. Joints of bones. A joint is the union of two bones of the skeleton. Some joints, such as the knee, elbow and shoulder, are self-lubricating. Other joints, such as sutures between the bones of the skull, have very little movement. Joints are classified both structurally and functionally. The description of various joints are stated on next slides. It is an example of pivot joint. This is formed between the atlas and the axis. It allows the turning of the head from side to side. Movement of such joint is limited. It is structurally classified as a synovial ball and socket joint between the scapula and the humerus. It is the most mobile joint in the body. The humerus fits relatively loosely into the shoulder joint. This gives the shoulder a wide range of motion but also makes it vulnerable to injury. Joint. The elbow is the visible joint between the upper and lower parts of the arm. The elbow joint has 3 different portions surrounded by a common joint capsule. These are joints between the 3 bones of the elbow: the humerus, the radius, and the ulna. It is a synovial joint. It is located between the os coxa, hip bone, and the femur. This joint consists of various movements such as flexion, extension, abduction, rotation, etc. Knee joint. It is one of the strongest joint in human body. The knee joins the thigh bone, femur, and the kneecap, that is, tibia. It is the largest joint in the human body. The knee joint mainly consists of flexion and extension. Test yourself. The scientific study of human or non-human body movement is called A. Anthropology, B. Kinesiology, C. Musculoskeletal, D. Psychology. B. Kinesiology. Explanation. The word kinesiology comes from the Greek kinesis, which means movement, and logia, which means study. Thus, kinesiology is the scientific study of human or non-human body movement. It addresses physiological, biomechanical, and psychological and mechanisms of movement. Around the joints: neck, shoulder, elbow, hip, and knees. The major muscles involved in movement are skeletal muscle. These muscles connect to bone and often go across joints. These major muscles are involved in movement of neck, shoulder, elbow, hip, and knees. Muscles around the neck joint. The neck attaches the head to the rest of the body. Longus colli and capitis are found in the anterior neck area, right over the cervical vertebrae. Suboccipital muscles are located below the occipital bone and help in the movement of the head around. Is a postural and active movement muscle, used to tilt and turn the head and neck, steady the shoulders, and twist the arms. The sternocleidomastoid is a long muscle in the side of the neck that extends up from the thorax to the base of the skull behind the ear. Around the elbow joint. The major muscles around the elbow joint are following. The pronator teres muscle is located on the palmar side of the forearm, below the elbow. The triceps brachii muscle is a muscle on the back of the upper arm. Tibialis is a muscle in the upper arm that flexes the elbow joint. The biceps brachii, also biceps, is a two-headed muscle that lies on the upper arm between the shoulder and the elbow. The anconeus muscle is a small triangular elbow muscle connecting the medial side of the ulna to the lateral side of the humerus. The muscles around the shoulder joint are following. The latissimus dorsi is a large muscle that stretches from the middle to lower back. The subscapularis muscle is one of the rotator cuff muscles helping to stabilize the head of the humerus in the glenoid fossa during shoulder movements. Infraspinatus muscle is a thick and triangular muscle and is the main external rotator of the shoulder joint. The teres minor is a narrow, elongated muscle of the rotator cuff. Major is a thick and ovoid muscle in the upper arm. The supraspinatus is a relatively small muscle of the upper back that stabilizes the upper arm by holding the head of humerus in position. The deltoid muscle is a rounded, triangular muscle located on the uppermost part of the arm and the top of the shoulder and allow all the side lifting movement. The pectoralis major is a thick, fan-shaped muscle situated at the chest of the human body. Around the hip joint are following. The semimembranosus is the most medial of the three hamstring muscles and used to flex the knee joint and to assist in intending the hip joint. The gluteus maximus is the main extensor muscle of the hip and assists in abduction of the hip joint. Biceps femoris is a muscle of the thigh located to the posterior or back and is attached to the ischium and the femur. Rectus femoris is the only one of the four heads of the quadriceps femoris muscle group that crosses two joints. Gluteus minimus, the smallest of the three gluteal muscles, is situated immediately beneath the gluteus medius. The gluteus medius is a broad, thick, radiating muscle situated on the outer surface of the pelvis. The adductor muscles of the hip are a group of muscles mostly used for bringing the thighs together, called adduction. Around the knee joint. The muscles work in groups to flex, extend and stabilize the knee joint. The muscles of the knee include the quadriceps and hamstrings. The quadriceps femoris is a large muscle group that includes the four prevailing muscles on the front of the thigh. The hamstrings are a group of muscles and their tendons at the rear of the upper leg. Levers and its types and its application in sports. Muscles and bones act together to form levers. Levers can be used so that a small force can move a much bigger force. Knowledge of levers underpins explanations of body movement. A lever is a rigid rod that turns about a pivot. There are four parts to a lever: lever arm, pivot, effort and load. Our body also consists of many levers. Our body parts such as legs, arms and fingers work as lever. Of levers. There are three types of levers which play a vital role in sports and physical activities. Class 1 lever. It has the fulcrum placed between the effort and load. Examples of Class 1 levers are the playground seesaw, scissors, hand grippers, etc. It has the load between the effort and the fulcrum. For example, when it stands on tiptoe, the length of the foot is the arm of the lever. The ball of the foot acts as the fulcrum, and Achilles and calf muscles provide the force lifting the weight. Class 3 lever. It has the effort between the load and the fulcrum. Both the effort and load are in the same direction. Sport equipment like tennis rackets, baseball bats, etc. use Class 3 lever. Dynamic and static and center of gravity and its application in sports. The application of principles of balance and stability is necessary to success when performing specified sports skills. Equilibrium. A state of zero acceleration where there is no change in the speed or direction of the body. It is called the state of equilibrium. A state of equilibrium occurs when the body's center of gravity is over its base of support and the line of gravity falls within the base. In general, an object can be acted on by several forces at the same time. Types of equilibrium. There are two types of equilibrium. Static equilibrium, when the center of gravity is in a stable position. Example, when one is performing a handstand in gymnastics. Dynamic equilibrium. It is a state in which the center of gravity is in motion. Example, when one is running. Types of stability. In sports, stability is referred to as a balance. The body's ability to maintain balance is governed by the following principles. The lower the center of gravity is to the base of support, the greater is the stability. A wrestler takes semi-crouched position for maintaining stability. The nearer the center of gravity is to the center of the base of support, the more stable is the body. For example, walking on a balance beam requires a small base of support. Stability can be increased by widening the base of support. It is also perceptible that stability depends on an athlete's ability to put the line of gravity towards an oncoming force. So let's study about the center of gravity. Center of gravity, COG. It is an imaginary point around which the body is balanced. It is a hypothetical point and the precise location of the center of gravity changes constantly with the position of the body. The knowledge of center of gravity is important for sportspersons to better their skills. For example, tennis players plant their feet wide apart. High jumpers do weird things curling their bodies up and round the pole. Test yourself. A system which is made up of the bones of the skeleton, muscles, cartilage, joints that support and bind tissues and organs together is called A. The musculoskeletal system, B. The circulatory system, C. The digestive system, D. The endocrine system. Is A. The musculoskeletal system. Explanation. The human musculoskeletal system is an organ system that gives humans the ability to move using their muscular and skeletal systems. It is also known as the locomotor system and, previously, the activity system. The musculoskeletal system provides form, support, stability and movement to the body. Is the chapter. Kinesiology is the study of human and animal body movements, performance and functioning by applying the sciences. Biomechanics is defined as systematic study of mechanics of body joints. The musculoskeletal is made up of bones, muscles, joints, cartilages. If our body have no joints, it would not be possible for us to move in any way. A rigid bar which is capable of rotating about a fixed point called the fulcrum. Balance is the ability to neutralize forces that would disturb equilibrium. A center of gravity is an imaginary point around which the body is balanced. Therefore, the knowledge of center of gravity is important for sportspersons to better their skills.